This is my trade breakdown of how I lost 100 and I think $10, which was a good risk strategy right over there. Let's go over a trade recap, right? On the weekly narrative, the trade I took was on GU. That's what was a loss. EU hit TP, so I took my trade in the wrong pair. If shoulda, coulda, woulda took on my trade in the right pair, I would have not been stopped out. I would have been in profit. It would have made, how much RR is this? I would have made 3.3 RR. It's cool, right? Let's go over our trade that week down and talk about everything, right? You just hit sell stop. You hit sell stop over a whole 4 hour period. 4 hour period, right? See it over here. So if you go to the 4 hour time frame, let's see what's happening in the 4 hour time frame. In the 4 hour time frame, we had a CRT, we had an SMT with this correlated pair. And what I found out is that we don't want to be trading the one that gives the SMT, the one that gives the fill swing. You want to be trading the one that is souping the CRT low, right? Or CRT high, depending on the bots, right? Depending on the narrative, right? So we had our key level. We had, this trade would have been a good trade, right? If we would have taken there without doing correlated pair, it would have been a good trade to take good loss. But since we're trading correlated pair, that is not a trade we're supposed to be taking. We're supposed to be taking the EU trade, right? So now let's go over the lower time frame. Our high time frame narrative is that we're in a huge range, weekly range. Our goal is to go to the 50%, revisit the 50%, and eventually go to the last percentage was over here. Since we're still in the weekly range, right? That we have not broken yet through. We still have 3 days to break this low. Is it 3 days? Come to 3 days. Today's Tuesday, right? Oh yeah, 3 days, So that right there. Now it goes to the 15-minute time frame to the lower time frame tool for our execution. Go to the lower time frame for each. You can see on the lower time frame, there was a legitimate low for this. It was the S&T. At this candle, at this specific candle that soup out the low, that 945 candle is each, right? At 945, that candle soup it out, and that EU gave us a setup first. EU gave us a 1 minute time frame. He gave us a low time frame GLT entry. He gave us an entry right over here. This one purges out this low, purges out this other low, tap into it, just a couple ticks below it. TP1 is here, TP2 is here, right? He just hit TP1 this couple of minutes ago. Pretty good trade regardless. Because I took my trade wrong trade. My right trade was in this pair, and how would we count this and not this? Is by my rule I had in my trading that I was not gonna take a trade on EU. When I said my live trading that I'm not gonna take a trade on EU because EU is super out that 8 a.m. candle high, right? But I forgot that the 8 a.m. candle, the market went down to soup out the 8 a.m. the 5 a.m. CRT low. So now the 8 a.m. candle is no longer in play. It's now to 4 a.m. It's 4 hour CRT is in play now, right? So even one of the stupid out, we're looking for 15-minute entries, right? And the one that 8 a.m. candle is aligned with the CRT HT low. The only way I would have not traded this is if the market went up over here and soup out this, because this goes against our narrative, right? Our narrative, which is bullish, right? And the same thing is in the weekly time frame for this. Our narrative to go to the bullish side because market just took out this low right over here. So we're looking to go over here, right? So that is that, and I was the only way I was not supposed to be trading this CRT if it would have souped out the high and not the low, right? So souping out this high wouldn't really matter because market came back down, super as low, and got us an entry here. Our entry is this low time CRT with a high low time CRT right over here. 15-minute candle. We're not counting this because we're not counting that as our CRT. Very simple, because that candle or that range high already got disrespected and it already went through it, already tested it, right? So we're not calling that, so we're calling this candle the soup it out, soup out the low as well. And yeah, I saw the trade play out, but it's crazy, right? It's a good thing. What was the good part of this trade, right? Although we took a trade on here, why did we take it? Right, we had the SMT here, right? We had a Model 1 entry. Until the Model 1 market got us a little bit higher entry. I holded a trade, man. I holded it, man. I knew it was gonna go and loss. I just knew it, right? I just was gonna okay. I don't want to be basing on my emotions. I don't want to be playing based out of my emotion, right? I know I did a trade wrong, and I said it in advance in my communicate my I was in my YouTube communication post, right? Community post is that yeah, I did a trade wrong. The reason I did this trade wrong is because I should have traded the pair that offered a setup first, and I wouldn't be trading the pair that soups out the liquidity, right? So yeah, this is my market recap. No trades took in here. It is what it is. I mean, no, I mean it was a 0.25% loss, right, on a 50K account, live account, and yeah, it was a pretty good loss. Yeah, that's all I could say, man. Our actual trade hit TP. We missed it, so now what can we do next time is catch the trade, take the set up the take the trade that offers no fuck trade the pair that give the setter first, right? In this case was this, right? We have to let this 15-minute candle close for that confirmation. So for that confirmation, before that 15-minute candle close, we had an entry here, and I might as well stop trading the SMT. So I might not trade pairs that offer a SMT. I'm not gonna be trading pairs that soup it out. If it doesn't soup it out, I'm not going to be trading that pair, right? Because sometimes that it could go against us, sometimes it could go with us, right? So this is the part, because one time when we had SMT, one of the pair that soup out the low market just went down, right? Well, this other pair went up, so that's a problem. But in this case, how would we entered this pair EU instead of GU? Because EU gave us an advanced entry before the 15-minute candle close. That's what we would have entered that trade, right? That's what we would have avoided SMT. SMT, we had an entry before the SMT confirmation, right? So before this confirmation, we had an entry, so we would have been green, right, to enter the trade. So this pair gave us a setter first, hit TP, hit second TP2, eventually came back down, looking like gonna come back right back down here. But yeah, it's a really good trade regardless. I like this trade. I learned something from it, right? So next time I'm gonna avoid. What do we have to avoid next time? Taking the trade in the wrong pair, and what do we gotta do next time and enter the trade on the right pair. Thank you for watching.